what Mr. Cantrell says in 2022 is irrelevant to the issue before the court is.
So, Your Honor, just procedurally, Mr. DiGiacomo, he's been present in court. I was notified for the first time today that he is going to plan to testify. I just think I've given some leeway here, but he's really objecting to his own involvement in this case factually, so I just think it's procedurally improper.
What leeway are you giving?
Well, because I was going to ask for him to be excluded, but I'm going to use it to comment that he's heard all this testimony, but he's apparently going to testify, even though I asked them a couple days ago who they plan to call as witnesses and didn't get a straight answer. So I just think procedurally it's improper for him to be able to object to matters that, I mean, I'll ask him, but I just think it's improper for him to object to.
Okay, but you're asking if testimony given this year was Brady material for a case that was 16 plus years ago.
Your Honor,
how does that make sense?
Well, it was facts related to what happened prior to the case. So it's something that was imputed to law enforcement. I understand I will argue it down the road then, but I'm just saying I'm objecting to him objecting to prior acts of Mr. Cantrell.
Who is handling the case today? Is it Mr. Chen?
Mr. Chen is going to do the argument. I plan on crossing Mr. Gray. And that was always the understanding, and I'm somewhat surprised he's making this objection now. I've done many post-conviction hearings, so as long as I'm being asked questions by Mr. Chen, I've never once had someone say the prosecutor on the case can't be part of the post-conviction process in the case. I don't know what the...
He's not supposed to be part of the post-conviction at all. He's the one that's in question. Malfeasance on his behalf. So you're going to allow him to stop the proceeding and object and try to, derail the process. See how the judge is getting in there? DeMarco is not even getting a chance to finish exactly what he's saying as far as everything that he's asking Lateef in 2022 is relevant because in 2005, 6, they had him in a room and they put their own spin on it. So how the fuck is that not relevant today as Brady? Everything that he did 17 years ago is in question right now. It's Brady material. It's improper. You can't be part of the post-conviction, especially a Brady when you're about to be a witness on the stand. And then he said he did this many times. So there's countless people in jail from malfeasance and prosecutorial misconduct, and the judge is being complicit. I mean, man, look, the level of impropriety that's taking place before us. He said it out his mouth. I did this many a times. They allowing you to prosecute and do a post-conviction when you're a witness? Yeah, okay. He said it. You heard him. All right.
The basis of the objection is.
Well, I'll rephrase, Your Honor. I'm just noting for the record, I'm going to be able to comment on that he was present, hearing all this testimony, including related to.
Well, of course.
I mean, he's not allowed to testify himself.
I was here, and I know that he was here.
That's okay, Your Honor. I'm just noting that. If you could please turn to cover sheet T, like Tom, within that same exhibit, please. What is that document and why did you provide it?
This is a newspaper article from San Francisco Gate, dated February 1st, 2006, indicating that Antoine Vernon Mouton was indicted by a federal grand jury for allegedly pimping a 13-year-old girl and taking her to Las Vegas from San Francisco to work as a prostitute. This is Brady. It shows that Mr. Cantrell had various motivations to testify in this case, including resolution of his own charges, including bias to get out of his own cases. So this was clearly Brady, so I turned it over.
Okay. Now, in any of these articles that you've attached, or that any of the public materials that you looked at related to Mr. Mouton or Cantrell, was there any reference to him being in jail in Fulton County, Georgia on December 5th, 2005?
No, we found that out because we had his rap sheet. We realized based on his rap sheet that he had been arrested in Fulton County on November 28th, 2005. We then reached out to the authorities in Fulton County. They sent us his booking photo showing he was arrested on November 28th, 2005 and released on December 7th, 2005. So that information wasn't available via a Google search.
And if you can explain to the court again, why did you, I know you testified about it last time as well, but just summarize for me again, why did you get involved in this specific case?
Because I'm a prosecutor and I'm a minister of justice. And injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So this was right in my wheelhouse, so I got involved.
Injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. And I can assure you, they asses is in trouble. That December the 5th day coming back to haunt him. He been lying. November the 28th he was arrested. December the 7th he was released. They want to run from that. Now, everything that Lateef just testified to and the judge heard, you still didn't find no reason to reverse and remand. I mean, what the fuck? What do I need to get a reverse and remand? I mean, like the white man said, like that bigot said, everybody heard the testament. Okay, everybody listened. Everybody heard that. So why is the judge acting like she didn't hear it? This bitch got selective hearing. She do not want to pay attention to nothing that's going to give me justice. See, he talking about administering justice, the justice injustice anywhere, is a justice injustice everywhere. Absolutely, and right here in the United Snakes of Nevada, yeah, I told him these motherfuckers do not play fair. They do not abide by their judicial code. Period. Look at what's going on. You hear this shit? So when I tell people what I tell them, and then you hear it from me, man, it's a whole different animal when you see this shit. There's nothing that was testified to on that stand so far by any other witnesses that's beneficial to the state of Nevada to even remotely say or suggest that I jaywalked. I haven't broke the law by no stretch of the imagination. There is nothing there for them to charge me and have me sitting in custody, and for this bitch to deny that, I mean, come on, man. Yeah.